Alright, alright. Oh. I was right, it is. Oh, that's massive. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be reacting to some more anime music. And what we're going to be doing is, in fact, we're going to be revisiting something. I'm going to explain that in a second, but we're going to be reacting to the entirety of the Attack on Titan suite from Project emU, I think, or Hiroyuki Sawano project. Some of you may know, and may have been on this channel before, and have seen that I actually reacted to like half of this beforehand. And I'm not realising that it wasn't the full thing. And then obviously I got a lot of comments saying this isn't the full thing, you should go back and react to the full thing. Which is what we are going to do today. So today we're going to be reacting to to the whole entire performance in its entirety. So we're going to be putting it right today. So what we usually do on this channel, if you're new here, is we usually react to the whole thing all the way through without stopping, and I write notes, and then we go back and react to it again. We will not be doing that today because this is an 18-minute performance, and would be here. It would be an hour video, and no one wants to watch that. So we're going to jump straight into the reaction, and I'll stop and start, and we'll talk about some stuff. I've purposely waited a while to do this, so I've kind of forgotten how it kind of begins. So I might repeat myself from the last time. I probably will do, knowing me. But so this is essentially still a initial and blind reaction, at least to half of it. But anyway, before we get into the reaction, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate if you did that, and let me know what other songs from Attack on Titan or other performances, live performances, the songs I really like to see. So if there's any of those from Attack on Titan or maybe Genshin Impact or something like that, I know they do quite a lot of live orchestra stuff. Let me know in the comments below. But having said all of that, we're going to get into this now. Let's do this again, and let's hopefully put this right. So let's get into the reaction of Hiroyuki Sawano Project emU Attack on Titan suite in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, ooh, why are you not pausing? All right, here we go. Okay. All right, that's the space I was working now. Right. So I kind of somewhat remember this, and I kind of remember, I like how it starts and how dramatic the hits are. I also like it kind of pulls across with that low cello as well, and it kind of starts to build up the drama and the tension, which is really nice. And that kind of the synthy sort of the digital like effect as well, which is kind of like taps and drops and things like that. It's like raindrops, but it's also like footsteps. It's like it's quick, it's fast. It's like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of activity. That's that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from the off. And like the sound is like immediately massive. Like, so we've got this kind of melody line being brought in by the strings, and it's kind of starting to layer on top of each other, which is very, very nice. But then we have this huge vocal. Obviously, I do remember the vocalist. Incredible voice, and just full like chest registered, belted out. It's just pure spectacle, and it's pure drama. From the off, and it is fantastic. That's that. I mean, what the cellist did there was just really, really nice. Kind of descending through that scale quite rapidly, kind of gives quite an uneasy sort of vibe and feeling to where the song is, and also to have that sort of like staccato playing through on with the bow as well, kind of winds up that tension. It's also like kind of a playing technique that's often used by strings in like horror films to build tension, and then to kind of have those build to those larger moments, and that's set up for us to feel a bit, off, a bit uneasy, which I love it. It's great. It's great. I also really enjoy how there's this kind of pocket of a moment here to kind of just allow the song to build atmosphere, and it kind of almost sounds like this is kind of like, it almost sounds like this is their warm up before the song starts or before the performance starts. But obviously, it's part of kind of delivering that kind of atmospheric sound, to know that there's like a lot of activity and action happening in this. This is kind of like, this is alive, this is living and breathing. And even with just like the small like interjections with the vocalist and things like that, and then the little bits on the guitar, and then again you've got that really high kind of squeaky kind of playing on the cello as well, on the strings even. Little bits here and there from the piano, just all kind of complementing each other really nicely. Okay, so first thing I want to say is that this is something I definitely didn't notice before. Is if we were to go back, I'm not going to do that because it'll be here forever. But when she started singing that last phrase, like you could see on these guys' faces in the background that they were really enjoying the sound that they were generating. And it's quite clear and obvious that everyone in this is really loves this piece of music and is really enjoying playing it. And again, to have that kind of her vocal mixed with you've kind of got the backing vocal, which is all very high, very operatic in the choir sort of sound, and then kind of have her much lower in her register, kind of sort of semi-whispering as well. That also kind of brings a lot of like interest to it, like, and the juxtaposition between both is very nice to listen to. Very nice. That drum sounds massive. That drum sounds absolutely massive. I'm not a drummer myself, but that sounds incredible, and that really pushed that song forward, and got me nodding my head. I'm sure it did for you as well. But that's a real nice way to start to bring the pace into the song. That was amazing. That's really hard to do, and I mean, you could see from the way that she was singing with a very, nice, open, relaxed mouth, and you could see that she was creating more and more space as the notes were getting higher and higher, which is what you're supposed to do, because it's about creating space in your instrument when you're singing, and particularly when you're belting. And it was a brilliant sound. It was a very, very tricky vocal to do as well, particularly when you're in the middle of singing. You need very, very good vocal stamina. And yeah, there was great sound. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. I really enjoy music that pushes the bass a bit further up in the mix. It's not just a rhythmic kind of background instrument to keep everybody in time. It is part of the ensemble, and I like that slapping and pulling on the string to get those really thick kind of dramatic sounds coming out of it as well. It really adds and elevates the song, which, yeah, I really, really like that. And the slapping here as well. Oh, lovely. Ugh. That's really cool playing, man. I love that slide at the end of that phrase as well. It was really, really nice. Really punchy bass tone as well. Really kind of adds an extra kind of dynamic and element to the music. It's interesting because obviously slap bass is kind of like a technique used in more funk and music. And obviously that didn't make the song sound funky at all, but it kind of punctuated the song in many ways. And obviously, of course, the vocalist was very good in that section as well. Oh god, yeah, I forgot about this bit. Yeah, so that was really, really cool. In terms of again the vocal technique and to get into that really high range, and that's in our mix, so there's still got a bit of a chest register in it as well. Really, really nice. We'll talk a bit more about why it's working or why she's doing so well in a minute. But I really like the whole of that, and also to have that kind of background with the horns and the strings as well. It was kind of descending through the scale a little bit, and it kind of really brings that, really pushes the song a little bit further as well, which is, gives us that kind of nice build where we've had a bit of softness and it kind of builds it back up. It's really nice. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. I gotta stop pausing it, man. But I've already been recording for ages. She's fully committed to the words and the music. She's feeling it. You can tell that she feels these words. This like she's embodying sort of the emotion and the characters behind this. And she's attacking and enunciating those words really nicely. And to have like this song, the beginning song is very dynamic for a vocalist. Where so in the section before this one we had the da 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 da, and the words are quicker, and then she's kind of attacking the words and really enunciating the consonants to make it kind of very very clear. And then you've kind of got this massive belt here as well, this big legato kind of huge note on a big old vowel. And it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult, and she's doing really, really well. What do I need to say about that? Like, come on, that was amazing. This is the last time. I'm going to try not to pause it as much, but like it's really impressive, and I'm going to try not to talk about the vocalist as much because I've spoken loads about her. But let's talk about the technique quick. So obviously I spoke about how she's kind of generating space. Obviously her management of her airflow and her breathing as well is perfectly on point, particularly for a song like this. Like it would have to be, and breath control is fantastic to just keep that sustain for these notes. She's stood very, she's whole top part is relaxed. It's how it's supposed to be. There's no tension. She's just stood there, grounded. She's not pacing around. She's just, doing what This is what you do when you're an opera singer. You things like that. You're not. It's about being grounded and singing with proper technique, and that's what she's doing, and that is why she's able, like this. The instruments around her are very, very big, and they're playing hard and they're playing loud, and she's singing over the top of it comfortably. Like, it's very impressive, very, very impressive. Okay, I remember this is where it ended last time. So, this is all new. That's interesting. Okay, so just to say, we kind of got those harmonic minor notes from the cellist here, which is kind of like those, to describe it, it's like the kind of Middle Eastern sounding notes that you often hear from music from that part of the world. And this really high scraping on the strings as well, like really kind of screeching and kind of like grating and to listen to, but obviously that's to make us feel uneasy, you know. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to try and speak less, but I like how this is building. I like how it's kind of starting off with those kind of deeper drums. It's that kind of like battle kind of sound. I kind of feel like this is kind of leading up to like a fight, or, you know, like it's war music, you know, in that kind of sense. And yeah, that kind of like very playful kind of, very nice kind of playful riffing that the vocalist is doing as well. It's kind of nice. It really kind of, it gives it it makes it, you know, interesting to listen to. I just noticed these diamonds. Those are cool, aren't they? Anyway, sorry, distracted. So sick. What I'm going to just point out in this little section is this part is being driven by the bass. Like, I can hear it in my headphones. I hope you can hear it wherever you're listening to it as well. It's really like thick and like real big sound that's really giving it like a lot of grounding, and it's really helping like drive the song. It sounds great. It really, really does. And I point it out because the bass doesn't get enough love as an instrument, but obviously everything else is great too, and we'll speak a bit more about that in a minute. This is so cool. So I like how it's using a lot of kind of different, kind of more abnormal, maybe less common is the better word, techniques with these instruments. Obviously, as we've seen with scraping with the bow on the string instruments, but also like the pick scraping and on the guitar strings as well. It's just adding that kind of grating sound, but it's just keeping that like, or that definite like. It's not it's not allowing us to get comfortable, you know, these sounds. It's not allowing us to get swept up in the melody and enjoy it. It's very like, it's keeping that tension built really, really, really well. I like that it's using it as well. Like, you don't often see it used to this effect. All right, quick. So, again, when I spoke about with the last vocalist about feeling the music, like you could see with her mannerisms that she was letting her body be free to help her emote and announce and really commit to the lyrics of the song, which she obviously did really really well. And that whole kind of with the backing vocal and also the kind of the horns sort of following the melody as well. That was super dramatic, super epic, kind of real kind of elevated part of the song, Anyway, where are we? Here. Damn. I really think that was kind of like a R&B sort of like gospel-y kind of riffs that she was doing vocally, but it kind of really worked because obviously we were hitting to a high point of the song, and because there's like it's very there's a lot going on. I feel like that kind of really suited it, but instead of making it sound really soulful, it sort of sounded quite frantic. But it just I think it really really worked well. Ooh, okay. I'm still going, this is crazy. Alright. Ooh. Kind of sounds a bit Mission Impossible-y, if you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of letting that bass kind of drive this a little bit, and it's kind of we're already sitting back now, and it kind of feels like we're in a bit of a calm, probably in between the storms, not before the storm, but in between them. It's kind of a sneakier sound, but it's nice. It's very very nice. Those drums sound amazing. Yes. So what I really like is, obviously there's quite a build going on, but I like how they're letting that electric guitar just hold those chords down and let them ring out. It's really kind of building a lot of space, and it's kind of like allowing a lot of presence. It's building a lot of presence into the song, allowing those chords to hold out and ring on. It's nice that it's kind of giving the other instruments like a little bit more of an elevation above that, which is really really cool. Okay. It's a nice end. I think I've heard this before. Yeah, I have. That's really nice. Okay, I'm trying to pause it less. But I like how the strings here, which are behind my camera, unfortunately you can't see them, and the vocalists are kind of doing that da 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 da, that kind of following the same sort of melody line as well, which kind of gives it that, kind of makes it stick out a little bit more, which I really, really like. And this kind of calmer start to the vocal is good, but there's obviously like those drums are so, I mean I've spoken about them already, but they're really, really helping just keep that tension up with the whole song, even in the lower moments, as in the lower moments before the build. Like that fast kind of staccato guitar playing as well. The palm mute is nice. Chugging on. This is really nice. I kind of have that kind of synthy effects kind of blending with a vocal at the start of that phrase was really nice. Obviously, she's singing really, really well. I thought they found some fantastic singers for this. Also, like the harmonics on the guitar that that he's added as well, just little harmonic sounds to add to it. And I like how the choral sounds in the background are now quite like, or the more male voice dominated is kind of bigger and heavier, and it's kind of adding a bit more depth to the music. Oh. That was incredible. That vocal was just brilliant, brilliant technical wise. Sounded amazing, so full as well, and really nice, really nice. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. I wonder how they're managing to turn their pages throughout the whole of this thing with the sheet music. Because God knows. I mean, like we're listening to like this is, you know, there's musicians and there's like professional level, and then there's these guys. This is like top tier. Everyone involved with this is like the top of their game. It's incredible. This is a really nice sound. It's kind of like going in between like my ears. It's kind of like raindrops. This is like a nice calm to a lot of juxtapose a lot of hugeness, a lot of epicness that we've had so far. I kind of like that piano as well. It's like bells, or chimes. That drum sounds so sick, man. It feels like we're getting a little bit of calm now, particularly with putting that acoustic guitar a bit more forward in the mix, which it hasn't been so prominent yet, but it isn't now. And it's nice. It's a nice change. Oh. That whole section is beautiful, beautiful. Kind of let the instruments have a bit more prominence. This is so well put together. Obviously, I know this is a medley of several songs from Attack on Titan, but this has been composed so well to flow so nicely together. But this is kind of like it's a little less kind of serious. It's more positive. It's kind of giving us a bit of light, a bit of hope. Which, you know, beforehand it's been, you know, more, you know, harmonic minor, kind of more serious, more uneasy. We've had a lot of this, you know, the other techniques that I've spoken about before, and now we're getting like a nice kind of air and light and hope. I think is probably the message. Oh, that's really nice. Really glassy sort of tone to that guitar. Really nice. As much as I hate to pause it, I really like the addition of that kind of look at the electric guitar in that as well as kind of giving a little more of dynamics to this in terms of just a little bit more than like a classical orchestration. But this whole section, as I said before, just letting the strings breathe, putting those obviously the brass section and the horns and the trumpets and everything kind of pushing forward and giving that big bold and like proud and kind of triumphant sound to it. It's really, really nice. Like yeah, it's just great. I've got nothing but positive things to say. Right, I feel like this is going to turn into something crazy. So before we go into that, I like that really nice lead, like little solo from the acoustic guitar. It's really, really nice. Added a lot to the melody, I think. And also, yeah, I like how the electric guitar kind of sat back and allowed the acoustic guitar to take it, which obviously is not usual, but I think it really worked nicely. And you do often see, like, in terms of like classical orchestrations, and then you see, like, particularly in sort of Japan and Asia, that they will add in an electric guitar to just give it a little bit more body, and I really like that. It should be done a lot more, in my opinion. Okay, this is going to be crazy. I was right, it is. Oh, that's really cool. Doing it again, that kind of little space to build some atmosphere before we go back into it. Yeah, again, the same sort of techniques with the bass as well, sliding up and down. Oh, that drum again. Oh. Man, they're so good. Really attacking this vocal. Again, it's hard as well. It's full voiced. It's not, you know, it's not mixed. It's full chest voice, particularly for the guy, the bloke that's just the Undertaker. He's great. And like, look at, like, you could look at their stances. They're wide. They're planted. Like, yeah, they're feeling the music with their upper body, which is fine. That needs to be free to sing. But your legs and nice and planted, and just really good. Committed, like, attack to the vocal, which is fantastic. Oh, that's a huge tone. Ugh. Right, we're going to the end. Oh, that's massive. Oh. What a way to end that. Anyway, look, let's give that a clap. Let's give it a... That was phenomenal. Phenomenal performance from I mean, in terms of songs and performances that I've listened to, particularly live performances that I've kind of reacted to on this channel, that's by far the best. By far the best. That was unbelievable. Unbelievably good. And I'm glad that I took the time to go back and watch it and react to it again, because it was truly great. But considering I've been recording for nearly 45 minutes, I think it's probably time we wrap this video up. But that was amazing. So let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. What parts of it were your favourite, and what do you like about this whole performance? Because it was, yeah, there's a lot that I could talk about, but we'd be here for another 45 minutes. But yes, let me know what you thought. Also, let me know what we should do next. Any other kind of performances like this you want us to react to? Anything else from Attack on Titan? Any other animes? I've done Made in Abyss, and I've done My Hero Academia as well. As I said, I did Genshin as well, and some other stuff. Final Fantasy, whatever. Let me know in the comment section below, and we can get those done on the channel. It's also very unlikely that this video, because of what it is going to be monetizable. So please give it a like and subscribe. I really appreciate that to help me out. But having said all of that, thank you, especially if you've gotten all the way to the end. Massive, massive thank you for sticking around and watching. And I very much look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.